Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Culture Shock. Joining us today, now a few names in wrestling have left the mark quite like these two gentlemen. Innovators, risk takers, and multi-time world champions. They thrill fans for decades and continue to redefine what it means to be legends. Ladies and gentlemen, Matt and Jeff Hardy. Welcome to Culture Shock, Jeff.
Thank you, brother. Thanks for that great introduction.
Oh, no problem at all, gentlemen. So I'll jump right into it because I know you guys are both busy. Now, you both reinvented yourselves multiple times over the years. What version of the Hardy Boys do you think that fans connect with the most and why?
I think everyone loves the OG Hardy Boys originally because that's where we first broke out and became the stars. And we were risk takers, we were adrenaline junkies, we were the guys who were the innovators of the ladder match, the forefathers of the TLC match. I think everybody loves those stories. But there are also other like different forms of entertainment as well. I think some of those people prefer the broken Hardys, broken Mads. Brother Nero and Willow, Jeff's alter ego. There are multiple versions of the Hardys. Obviously, we reinvented ourselves many times over, and I think most people really connect probably when we officially became stars, which were the OG Hardy Boys. But there are also people that love the broken Hardys. There are people that love Matt Hardy version one. There are people that love the Antichrist pro wrestling Jeff Hardy. People that love Willow. There are people that love Big Money Matt. So we have a little something for everyone when it comes to character.
Great. Now, looking back at the TLC era that you mentioned, was there ever a moment in the match where you both realized, like, maybe I took this risk just a little bit too far?
I don't think I've ever had that feeling. There are always fears about part of the fun, in my opinion, when it comes to these matches. Because there's some things you can very easily, in your career with, and things can go wrong so fast. You just never know what's going to happen with all these structures of the ladders and tables and chairs. But yeah, I've never been afraid of something that. I've thought and believed in myself that I could do and pull off. And I got to live for those moments, like hanging up there with Devon and Spear while hanging up there trying to get the titles. All those legendary moments that have been created and immortalized now. It's kind of the moments I live for.
I had been doing leg drops off the top rope for about 10 years, a little over 10, 12 years at this time. Leg drop. And I had been doing it. We won 10 nights on 4 days off for the first couple of years for WWE, and I still do the leg drop every now. Our finish was a leg drop splash off the top rope. And whenever I did the leg drop off the cage and edge, I couldn't walk right for like 3 weeks, and then it kind of changed the way I walk. So that's of course okay. Maybe I need to rethink this. Maybe we need to back off the slate up a little bit, really pick and choose whatever I'm going to do.
Okay, great. Now another thing, here in Detroit, Michigan, we love the Hardy Boys. Do you have any special memories about a match or a time that you had in the city?
Yeah, which city?
Detroit.
Oh, well, the thing I think about more than anything else when it comes to Detroit, that is actually, if I'm not mistaken, the match where Jeff wrestled Edge at the Royal Rumble.
Yes.
In Detroit, and it was the moment where Vince pulled the trigger with me, and I bashed him in the head with the chair and betrayed my brother. I was a real bad brother that time. I created all these incidents that happened to him and whatever else, and his wife on him. And there are people that are still mad at me for that moment to this very day. And that is probably what stands out to me the most about Detroit.
Yeah, I got to know that Joe Louis Arena. I never forget being in the stands and seeing that and just being completely heartbroken. Like, what just happened?
Yes. Yeah, man.
Now, the Hardy Boys have inspired an entire generation of tag teams. Have you ever watched a younger team and thought that, yep, they definitely got their style from us?
There's been it's crazy. We've got to work with a bunch of those teams, and it's so cool because Private Party is someone I have a lot of love for, and they grew up idolizing the Hardy Boys. They kind of modeled themselves after us, which was amazing. The Young Bucks, they took a lot of inspiration from us as well, which was so simple. Top Flight, another team that took a lot of inspiration from us, and it's so neat that we are working with the next generation, and a lot of these guys grew up and were inspired by us, and we have kind of formulated the way they were going to wrestle because they watched our matches and they were inspired by us. So it is really cool. We're really blessed to be generation plus.
I'm still such a huge fan of the Young Bucks, man. To see what they have done with their tag team wrestling, they had one of their shirts several years ago. I think still is one of my favorite shirts in pro wrestling. It said, "Killing the business." I just thought that was the cool. Like, man, being that they were influenced and inspired by us, they just took it to a whole another level, man, with their super kick parties and just their talent alone. So yeah, I'm a huge fan of the Young Bucks. And it feels so good to know we're inspired and entertained.
After everything you both experienced together as brothers, performers, and pioneers of this business, what's one lesson that the wrestling business taught you both that you still sticks with you today?
I think one thing that the wrestling business has taught me more than anything else is to learn to be able to bet on yourself. You know, no one is going to take better care of you or have your best interest in mind more than yourself. And for wrestling, a lot of it is just being able to navigate this world because obviously, you know, it is entertainment, it is sports, it's to a degree, but you have to be able to make your own decisions and you have to be able to find a pathway for yourself that leads to success. And also during that path, it's very challenging as well as something that we have both learned from is that in wrestling, it's really easy to get beat up, it's really easy to get hurt, and there's a lot of pain that comes with this. And learning how to deal with that and manage it, there's a lot of slippery slopes that can slide down, and we both learned our lessons on that. I think more than anything else, it just really taught us both how to navigate life in the smartest way possible and bet on yourself.
Right. Now, I know you gentlemen have to leave, so I got one more question before I let you go. Slammiversary, June 28th in Boston. What can fans expect?
Well, it's going to be a ladder match for the TNA World Tag Team titles, which are titles we lost to the system because of the Righteous, and now all three teams are back in this match, right? We haven't ever got a return match, so this is our return match. But it is our match, no doubt about it. You can't hear the word ladder or ladder match without thinking about the artists. We are synonymous with that, no doubt about it. So whenever Slammiversary goes around, we're going to do what we do whenever ladder matches come to the table. We are going to steal the show. We're going to innovate. We're going to be creative. We're going to do something in this match we've never seen before. And when it's all said and done, we're going to walk out as 17 times World Tag Team Champions.
That's what I love to hear. I love it. Man, Jeff, thank you so much for being part of Culture Shock. I know y'all going to bring the titles home and looking forward to seeing them.
Thank you, brother. We appreciate you.
No problem. Once again, y'all, this has been another episode of Culture Shock. This is your best friend, Hobbs, signing off. Y'all have a good evening.